Okay, so that's the subclass, but I think we need to do a few more things. So we need this get artist and get title method in music video. So let's do that. So and get title. Not lower. And then I think that's fine. And then we have kind of a lot of code. So let's go ahead and do a little testing. So what we want to do is make a list of videos. And actually that reminds me of one other thing. So while I was editing the previous video, I noticed I completely forgot to put the URL for the YouTube video in there. So let's go ahead and put that right after the title. And we could have used that as a key, but it's really hard for people to remember what the URL for a YouTube video is. So not a good key, but it would work as a key. So just because something works doesn't mean it's the right choice. And then since we're putting it after title, let's go ahead and add it to the constructor. And self.url is URL. And then we also need to update this to take URL after title and then pass that into the constructor here. And that should be it. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a list of videos. And I'm going to put that actually in a data class because eventually that's going to be coming out of the database. But not for another couple of weeks anyway. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and make a file for database, which is going to be a class. And we're going to have class database. And I'm just going to have static methods in here, class methods and static methods. And we'll talk about that more when we get to the database section of the course. But for now, from logic.musicvideo, import music video, because we're going to need to make some objects, and then logic.performancevideo, import performance video. And then I'm going to have a class, actually I'll make this just static method for now, called get videos. And then I'm just going to hard code some videos here. So let's go to YouTube. And I mentioned Bruce Springsteen, Guided by the Light. And then here we go, Blinded by the Light, Bruce Springsteen. Greetings from Asbury Park. So that's the artist. And then we'll do BS, BBL is equal to music video. And then quick refresher, artist title, URL, year note. So artist is Bruce Springsteen. Title is Blinded by the Light. See, good thing we're using all lowercase for the key. And then year is hopefully in here somewhere. 73. Actually, this one has the full date, but we'll just do 1973. And then length would have been a good piece of information to track as well, but I don't really feel like I need it right now. But I do need URL. See the order. So artist title URL. That comes before the year. So here's the URL. I'm going to skip the channel part. All I really need is this thing here, this ID. But I'm going to take the whole URL, except for the channel part. So URL is that. Year is that. And let's go ahead and break this across. And then note. So that's, and then we'll do Manfred Mann Earth Band BBL. And then let's look that one up. So Blinded by the Light. Don't want to get any strikes from YouTube by playing audio. So this one was produced in 76. Actually, patent was released on 2000. I don't think that's right. I think probably the 76 is right. Yeah, so Bruce did his in 73, and then Manfred Mann did it in 76. So that makes sense. So this is Manfred Mann's Earth Band. And then the video is that. And then that's 76. And then this one is the more popular cover version. Or I'll just say cover version of a song by Bruce Springsteen. Okay, so that's a couple of different songs with the same title. Let's do BS Because the Night. Actually, I don't even know if he recorded that. I mean, he wrote it, but I only really know Patti Smith's version. So let's see if, let's see. Okay, so there's a live performance in Houston, 1978. So that's good. So let's grab that. Copy all that stuff. So this is going to be a performance video. And let me just put this here in a comment for a second here. Okay, so Bruce Springsteen, Because the Night, and then the URL. And then these are a little long. And then the year for the song. So authenticity actually does not matter here, but let's see if it's in the comment. So there's a different live performance. So this doesn't actually say. So let me Google it. Bruce Springsteen, Because the Night, release date. Well, no. So it was released as a single on March 2nd, 1978, and appeared on Patti Smith's album Easter. So 78 is the release date. It was written collaboratively between both of them, it says here. So we're going to do 1978. And then written by Bruce and Patti Smith, or Smythe. And then the location for this one is Houston. And the performance date is, yeah, we just had 1978. Okay, so we're just going to do 1978 for that. All right. And then just one more song. So we're going to do Because the Night by Patti Smith. So here's the official audio. And so this one is going to be a music video. So 3 music videos and a live performance. And this is PS BBL, actually BTN. And then the URL. Year is 78. Maybe. Let's check. Okay. Yeah, released by Arista Records in 78. So 78. And then okay. So there's some songs, and then for now I don't have a collection class. We're going to do that next week. So I'm just going to return a list of songs. BS, BBL, MM BBL, BS BTN, and PS BTN. All right, so there's my static method that gets some videos. And then I'm going to have some test code for my database class. So if I run this thing as a script at top level, it's going to do videos equals database.getVideos. And then for video and videos, print, let's do video.getKey, and then a colon, and then video, which should just be an object. Okay, and then let's do separator is nothing, and we'll put a space after that colon. Okay, so let's run it and see if we get any errors. I'm really running this just to see if I get errors. But it didn't get an error. It actually seems to have worked. So Bruce Springsteen, because it's a regular album, Blinded by the Light, and it's this object here. And then Manfred Mann's Earth Band, Blinded by the Light, is that object. And then, so that didn't work. GetKey did not work for the performance object. So let's look at that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put a breakpoint on that line, and we're going to see what's going on here. So put a breakpoint, whoops, Okay, so this is a little different. This behavior is a little different. Here, actually, I have to click on the number in this version. It used to be the gray area over here, but now it's right on the number. Okay, so let's run it again under the debugger this time. And so the first one is going to be Bruce Springsteen. So we'll go to the next one. So here's the one that wasn't working, this performance video. So we're going to step into that line. And it's calling get key. Oh, I forgot my return. There. Okay. So it was calculating it. It just wasn't returning it. So let me go ahead and get rid of the breakpoint and resume. And then I'm going to rerun it. Great. Okay. So now the key for this one is Bruce Springsteen because the night at Houston on 1978. I should have capitalized. Well, so this is all lowercase because it's a key value. And then I'll just do a string representation for list purposes. So on music video, I'm going to do I'm going to return a formatted string, which is, and we'll put an angle bracket there, and we'll do title, self.title. And I can do that because I'm writing this in the music video class. And then self.url. And let's do title by self.underartist. And then I need to close off my little angle bracket there. And then blank line at the end. And I need a double quote to close that off. Okay. So now if I run it, these things appear as angle bracket title by artist :URL. And if I click on the URL, it takes me to the video. Okay, so that all seems to be working. So we just need to do a simple UI and then we're done for the progress check.